Are you thinking about buying or selling in the Geneva Lakes area? Well, the national news love their doom and gloom. Our area, our market, has its own rhythm. And you might have noticed something odd. Some homes are flying off the shelves, while others, they're collecting dust on the sidelines. So if you've been waiting for this market to make sense, this video is for you. Months of inventory. This is the beating heart of the market. If no new homes came on the market today, how long would it take for the current demand to absorb all the inventory? In Walworth County, we're at 4.25 months of inventory. In Lake Geneva, we're at 4.73. So that means we're in a balanced market where buyers, you're not desperate anymore, and sellers, you're no longer calling the shots. So here's where it gets interesting. So the most amount of action, meaning most homes sold, are between the $300,000 to $500,000 price range. And that's where a lot of the inventory is. So that's where we're seeing the balance. But you'll notice there's a ton of listings of homes above $500,000 all the way up to $2 million plus. If you're selling a home in this price range, it's not just about price now, because there's not a lot of buyer activity here. It's about positioning with higher rates, more inventory. Affluent buyers, they're more selective because they have more choices. And this means design, layout, lifestyle, flow, they matter just as much as square footage and finishes. And condition. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. So days on market. How long does it take for a home, once it's first listed, to get under contract? In Walworth County, it's 45 days. In Lake Geneva, it's 55 days. We're right in that rectangle of the average range, even though we have more listings. So why are some homes flying off the shelf while others are sitting on the sidelines collecting dust? Well, typically it's two reasons. The first is the home is way overpriced based on what the condition of the property is actually in. The next reason is it's way overpriced compared to other listings similar to it that have sold in the area. Or it could be a combination of both. So what's the theme? Well, it's overpriced. The buyers haven't disappeared. They're just more selective. So what this means to sellers, price it right out the gate. Otherwise, you might as well not even be on the market because you're going to be sitting on the sidelines anyways. This graph shows the sold to list price ratio. What that means is if the average is above 100%, that means on average, homes are selling for more than their asking price. If it's less than 100%, that means on average, homes are selling for below their asking price. In Walworth County, the sold to list price ratio is 96%. In Lake Geneva, it's 99.4%, meaning overall in Walworth County, homes are selling within 4% of their asking price. In Lake Geneva, it's selling for within 0.5% of their asking price. This is wild considering the time of the year we're in and the amount of inventory that we have. So what that tells us is buyers, they're rewarding realism, not delusionism. I'm not quite sure that's a word. What do I mean by delusionism? We put an offer in on lakefront. It's within 2% of asking price. They really wanted the house. The seller, they countered back. They wanted cash, no contingencies on a lakefront. Guess what the buyer did? They walked. Price it smart, make sure your terms make sense, and then you won't have to slash prices later. Okay, where are median prices at? In Walworth County, we're at $440,000. In Lake Geneva, $650,000. So we're not skyrocketing anymore, which is a good thing. We're just steady, which honestly, it's better. Steady means stable, and stable means opportunity. So what's the takeaway? This isn't a cooling market. It's a clarifying one. So buyers, you have more choices, less chaos, but you still have to be decisive. Sellers, price it right out the gate, market it beautifully with an amazing realtor, and you'll still win big. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you're curious about a price valuation or a particular property or want to see a few, let us know, reach out, and make your next move legendary. Sore a lot. Excuse me. I suspect